Welcome back to part 6 of the Turok Dinosaur Hunter playthrough. So now we're gonna go into level 6, the Treetop Village, which is one of my favorite levels. Mainly because it's really unique. Well, not really unique. I guess Ancient Village or Ancient City was not very, was a precursor to this, I guess. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna change the audio to the Nintendo 64 version because it's way more superior, I find. This track, I really like it. I like the little percussion in the background, but then the little bit of horns that are in here, or I should say all the horn that's in this track is very good. But if you hop back here, you can get some shotgun shells and a minigun to replenish your ammo from fighting Mantis. So, uh, pulse rifle, grenade launcher, especially grenade launcher, and then the minigun. It's going to be your best friends in this level. And of course, we're gonna get back to having some poachers. The last level didn't really have any poachers, but now we will. And this will actually be the last level we'll actually encounter poachers, regular raptors. And I still do not know what that lizard dinosaur is, but this extra level, you're given a pulse rifle. You can snipe some of these poachers off the ledges, which I do recommend. That way they don't shoot you. There's basically just some life force at the end. I believe there is a ultra health. Just take your time right here, jump, be very careful. That way if you don't fall, you don't have to restart it. But in this particular case, I think I would, like if I was just playing for myself, I think I would go ahead and go through this little bonus stage because the ultra health's very nice. And of course, again, if you're missing some life force, get some extra lives. Highly recommended. Let's see if I get it. Hopefully that last ledge is very tiny and I goof. So we're going to try it again. I'm over here waving my head. No, I don't want to. Yeah, I'm not going to do it. But yeah, it's a very tricky jump. But yeah, just go ahead and run through here. There's Perlin, of course. Perlin are going to be dropping in this level really a lot, basically, when you get into the outside areas, which that's kind of weird for me to say outside areas because the whole area is outside. And then when you jump, make sure you jump to where there's trees because those are the safe areas you want to jump. Your map would probably be a very good friend to you, so make sure you whip out that map. I'm certainly not doing it right now, so I'm making myself a liar. So you got two ways you can go back. You can go left or right. I'm going to go right. And this level is basically one gigantic bottomless pit. If you had went left, you could have gotten on that ledge where I shot those poachers, but when you go this way, you have to jump down here. Don't worry, there's a ledge right there. And I'm looking around to see where my next save area to jump is. This is where the map would be very handy. Grenade launcher, very useful. You can lob them onto the ledges, but really the minigun would be a far superior weapon to use here, but I just like it more. And for the life of me, I still don't know how to really get to those ledges, but I think if you know how the level is, you can probably, as you're falling down, you can probably like land on that ledge to my left, but I'm not going to do that. Like I said, the reward does not outweigh the risks, so we're not going to do that. I'm just going to have my phone, my grenade launcher, blowing these guys up because grenade launcher is one of my favorite weapons of all time. And yeah, so I'm having a little bit of a literal blast here. Sorry, excuse the puns, folks. But they give me grenades, so you know what? I'm going to have fun. Because this is like literally my favorite weapon in the game. So, we're going to follow the path. And we're going to take out more of these guys with grenade launchers. I'm looking at myself and I'm just laughing at myself having a good old time with this. Right there, I just want to hit that guy, but I think, do I get him? Nope. But doesn't stop me from having fun and give me more grenades right here to the right. So, like I said, a minigun would be a much better weapon here, unless you just like using a grenade launcher and having a good old time with it. But, yeah, just have fun. Just, why not? They give you grenades, just have fun. And it is a wonderful time having these guys scream as they get blown up. Might sound like a serial killer right there for a minute, but, you know, gotta have fun with it. You can drop down that hole, and it's a portal, but I'm not gonna do it. I believe that'll drop you in another section of the map. but I'm not going to do it. I'm going to actually look for the other way, which is down here. So, or do I just drop down? I think I do drop down, maybe. No, I don't. Make up your mind, Phil. What are you going to do? So I see that ledge. That's where I'm going to go. But I see those moves, so I'm going to go ahead and have some fun taking them out with a horrible aim. So we're going to jump to that ledge. Remember, you can run off the ledge for a little bit and then jump in midair, which is kind of weird. It's not exactly a double jump. Maybe a run-in jump, a dash jump, maybe. But you see, I was well off the ledge and I jumped after. So we're going to look over the ledge. At this point, we can't go back up, so we have to keep following the path down. And again, the map would be a wonderful thing to whip out, so you can see where exactly we're going to jump. But I didn't do that, so we're going to just go with our point of view, POV, and jump. So we want to jump down here, and then we're going to jump a little bit to the left, and when you see that portal, we're going to jump. Believe it or not, those you could barely make out where you're supposed to jump on the Nintendo 64 version, which again, the map was a godsend. I think they knew about the fog and all that. Excuse me, that's my phone. Let me mute that. Can you tell what the ringtone was? Anywho, this giant purlin takes a lot of ammo, so we're gonna go and take it out. They give you some shotgun shells there, but we're not gonna use them. We should have, but didn't. And then we're gonna get introduced to a new alien right here, our enemy type, the alien, which you might remember it from level 4 of the runes, but there was only one. So you can shoot it with the particle accelerator, which is what I do, but no, not really a good weapon. Again, Turok weapon, which is really cool, but it's not very practical. And this area used to be very, very foggy. And there I am turning on my map, and you can barely make it out right now. But when I'm playing, you can most definitely tell. You can most definitely tell where you're supposed to go. The map's a lot more visible. This area is a lot of purple life force at the top. I believe there's some tech armor, which is very nice. So make sure if you do this one, just be very careful. This isn't Turok 2. If we don't have the Firewalker Talisman, then you're gonna have a kind of a bad time landing in the lava. But there's our tech armor, and that was both of the extra levels. So when we see those portals, we're not going to go in them. So shotguns, I believe 3 or 4 shotgun shells will take out a alien. Explosive shells, I believe 2 of them will take them out. Maybe 1 if it's very, very well placed. Rifles, 3 bursts will take them out. But you want to swim back here into this back area. There's nothing behind the waterfall, but there's something right here in the back. And I don't think this section here shows up on the map, so it's a little bit of a hidden area. And you can get the alien weapon really early, which I used to like this weapon, as a kid, but it's not really good. It's every time you shoot it, it uses up 5 of the energy because it shares the same ammo as the pulse rifle, the particle accelerator, and it's another Turok weapon, I feel. Unless you're fighting, poachers, by this point, you're going to be using assault rifles and shotguns to take them out. But if you decide to use the cheats and unlock all the weapons in the very beginning, it's most certainly a fun weapon. It has a very nice transformer sound when you do it. It's like, so it's very nice. So I'm going to take out the grenade launcher and have my good old time. And now we are in the Tree Village proper. So as you see there, it hits. It doesn't kill them automatically, and it'll hit. It'll take a second to explode, and when it explodes, it's almost like a cheaper version of a grenade launcher, I feel. And one thing you have to be careful about here is enemies will just drop down. So if you see like a path that's very, very long, like this section right here, you can bet that something's going to drop down, or something's going to be hitting you from a distance. And so we're going to get on that ledge there, but we're going to take out these purlin grenade launchers. And one of the things I really like about this level is the thunder, and I believe they actually made it in this remaster. They made it flash a little bit, and I really do like it. The only thing I wish is it would flash first, and then wait a few seconds, and the thunder hits. Because normally, thunder will flash, and then it'll hit like in real life. So that's one thing, I'll dock them on. But it's a nice it's a nice thought, nice little attention to detail, even though the detail's a little bit messed up. So there's that tech armor we saw, and then I'm going to jump over the portal, get some grenades. You know, favorite weapon in the game. And look around, and we're going to see that nothing there. Come on, Phil, let's go. Let's go. Go, 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 go. And one thing about this is those guardrails will block bullet or shells or whatever you want to say. So you can't really hit these enemies until you're like nearly right in front of them, or you should get lucky and shoot over rail. I believe a magician's going to drop down right here. Yep. So I'm going to shoot these grenades. And this one, for whatever reason, has a little bit more health than their normal counterparts. But oh, he did. Gate's going to open. If you go to the right, there's some ammo. I think there's a sergeant or maybe 2 mooks. Yep, there's 2 mooks. And you don't really have to visit all these. Oh wow. I don't know what he was doing, but okay. You don't have to visit every one of these huts. The keys, they're going to be in giant huts or along the way. So you don't have to explore every single one. I certainly do, but that's only because, you know, I really just like exploring in this game. So this area here is a broken area. Be very careful here. There's going to be a booby trap that just dropped down. So be careful right there. So we're going to take out these mooks. We're going to get some ammo, explosive shells. Very nice, very destructive, as I always say. And again, you don't have to visit every one of these tents. And if you can, make sure you pick off some of these enemies from a distance. I'm certainly doing a good job of it, but I'm more likely, I can see myself having a good old time right here, watching my past stuff play. Sounds kind of weird talking about that, huh? Anyways, I digress. So, assault rifles are kind of nice for picking them off at a distance, because you have such a large ammo pool. 200 bullets is a really large ammo pool, even though you're going by 3s. In Turok 2, your pistol ammo is limited to just 50, so you eat through that ammo really quickly with the mag 60, I believe it's what it's called. Kind of wish they had the backpack system in Turok 2, but you know, it's a harder game because the weapons are, in a word, a little bit ridiculously overpowered. They kind of toned that down in Turok 3, if I remember correctly. But we'll talk about those games when we get to them eventually. But yeah, there's magicians here. They become a little bit more of a regular enemy. There's villagers here because, you know, this is their Treetop Village. And again, just be very careful. Don't rush. That is all bottomless pit there. Minus, I think, a few sections. Of course, that section began with tech armor and later on. But you hit a checkpoint and you hear the mooks, that long pathway. More likely people are going to drop, and they do. So, give us grenades. I'm probably going to switch to grenade launcher here in a little bit. Let's see. What's still going to do? Probably use the grenade launcher right here. No, yeah, maybe, yes. Okay, I got explosive shells. I'm going to go with that. Let's take that. And I'm missing all my shells. Good job, Phil. If you had used a grenade launcher, you wouldn't have missed all that. Furling, really easy to take out. At this point, you should be well equipped to take out almost any kind of enemy. There's the tech arrows right there. I really like those sounds. I don't know why, they make me smile. But we're going to look around. Nothing to do there. You can go to the right. I believe the right has a key, I believe. I want to say the right side has a key, and that gate is the way to progress through the level. And chances are, if they're putting like a magician and a lot of mooks there, there's something that they're trying to hide that's going to be really good. So this might be the one section where you have to, you know, divert and go around to get a key. I want to say, yeah, it is, because that giant hut up there makes me think that's where the key is. And I don't really think about this thing when I'm playing. I'm just having a good old time. The only one I'm very, very conscious about when I play is the catacombs. And to a lesser extent, level 8. But we're not going to go in that portal, like I said. We already went through the 2 extra levels that, yeah, extra bonus levels, whatever you want to call them. Pulse rifle is going to start to become our main weapon because sergeants have become a lot more plentiful to drop power cells, and power cells tend to be a little bit more common than what they normally are. So there's a sergeant, like I said. Boom, we got 50 more ammo for this weapon. There's our key, so I was right. This is the one I believe the one section that you wanna like divert from you know main path, which the main path is that giant gated in area. So we got our key. We're gonna backtrack a little bit. So backtrack, 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 and now we're getting to the point where I'm starting to lose health, and I have no more armor. So I should be careful, but I'm not gonna be careful. I'm gonna be using grenades willy nilly, and you can actually drop down right here. I don't think I do it. I'm playing it safe. I always have this fear, like the Nintendo 64 version. If you just jump off this and you just barely miss the edge of the platform, you're gonna fall to your death, and that fear kind of stays with me. So I decided to play it safe right here. So we're gonna go back. That's where I killed those magicians. We'll go back, go back, go back, go back, go back. And I guess since we're backtracking just a little bit, something I really want to play is uh, Star Ocean. I forget what the first one's called, what they call it now, but the one where Roderick, um, the very first one, I really want to play. I didn't realize they remastered it again. I say again, but it was originally a Super Nintendo game or I guess Super Famicom for one in Japan. I really want to play that game for the channel, so I need to go and buy it on the PS4 store, and then figure out how to get my Elgato to record like after I just bought. So that's a small investment I put in the channel, but I digress. Let's go ahead and go back into the game properly. So I'm getting picked apart by sergeants that have 50 health. It's rather dangerous, and even more dangerous, I decided to use a grenade launcher, going by how haphazardly I am with this gun. So ooh, I'm at 39 health. I don't think I'd die. Spoiler alert. Get really close to it, but I don't. So down here, there's ledges here you can barely make out beneath the fog. And they give me more grenades, go figure. They want me to die, because they know that's my favorite weapon. There's some minigun ammo here, and I should have been switching to the minigun here, because it's a very safe weapon to snipe with. But I'm going to stick with my grenade launcher, because, again, favorite weapon in the game, does a lot of damage. Do you finally use the minigun, Phil? No, you decide to go with explosive shells, But, hey, explosive shells do a lot of damage. So, we're going to go up here, and I believe these towers don't really have anything, they're just sergeants. And, of course, 25 health, so I guess that's very useful for that. Look around. And again, you do not have to explore all these tents. You can just, kind of speed run through the level. But me, I'm going to enjoy it, which I guess in hindsight it makes the part a little bit longer, but I don't think it makes it too much longer. I think, but this might be the longest part. I think this is pushing it to about 30 minutes, maybe a little bit more. But again, it's really fun, this game. In the future, I'll probably be a little bit more self-conscious about it. That way, not wasting people's time. But I guess if you're really watching this, you really just want to see me play it. Hopefully, that's my hope, anyways. So we're gonna go hug that tree, and then we're gonna launch some grenades in there. Bet you there's a guy behind there. Yep. And of course, I decided to back up and launch a grenade. Jesus. I really should be using a minigun. Why are you not using a minigun, Phil? Oh, that's right. You want to use a pulse rifle because there's going to be sergeants dropping ammo everywhere. And there'll be some small health caches here and there, so just make sure you grab it whenever you can. Right here, another magician. Take him out. Pulse rifle does a little bit of wonder, and it's an easily removable energy source, weapon pull source. So like I said, sergeants are very plentiful. We're gonna save, and I'm gonna cut right there because that was actually the end of one of my recordings, and this is where we pick back up. And then I finally switched to the minigun. This is the second half of the level, so you just need the exit portal right there. Probably wondering by now, we haven't really talked about the chronoceptor piece. The chronoceptor piece is right there to the left. If you're very cautious about where like being a little bit observant. So we don't get the chronoceptor piece until the very end, and you want to make sure you grab that, because otherwise, if you miss it and you really want to get the chronoceptor piece, you need to replay this level all over again. That's not fun. Backtracking is not fun in Turok 1. Turok 2 really streamlines that quite a bit. So, well, the remaster of it anyways. So, I should not be standing still. Always stay moving, Phil. Always stay moving. Always move in this game. Otherwise, you just become a very easy target, especially for those blow dart people. And then I'm just gonna have a good old time. And now those lizards, they end up putting machine guns on, so they do not have to. They don't have to walk up to you to have a good meal. They can just shoot you and then have a good meal. But I think the raptor and the dinosaur are having a bit of a fight, a tussle. But you know, a few grenades takes care of that. They can both fight each other in the afterlife. Woohoo! So we're gonna go here. I'm gonna switch to tech arrows. I haven't used that in a bit. And tech arrows again, they do some pretty nice damage. They're not the best explosive weapon, but you know they're very nice in a pinch, or if you just happen to have the bow out, very nice. So sergeant's right here. Take him out. Get the injury cell. Get that health. And then we're gonna jump down here. And for some reason, I jump back on that ledge once I get right here. I'm like, oh hey, this is a secret path. And then I'm like, when I realize where I'm going, I'm like, oh no, this isn't. There's dead bodies here. I've already gone this way. Maybe I'll snipe these people. I'm like, oh, those are the Perlin. There we go. Okay, so I need to go back. So, don't be a dum-dum like me. So, take out these raptors. Minigun, of course, works wonders. Just make sure you do it in small bursts. Don't like go all Arnold Schwarzenegger from Terminator 2, where you just unload the whole minigun. So, grenade launcher works really well here, as I'm demonstrating, because you can just lob these. And there's really nothing back here except for a spiritual invincibility, which I'm going to show anyways. But when you hit that switch, that gate's going to drop, and then I think it's like 3 Perlin are going to drop out. So grenade launcher will work really well for knocking those guys out. But enemies are going to respawn here, so make sure you go through this really quickly. This is the spiritual invincibility. Ow, I think it's in the very, very bag. Is it? Yeah, it is actually. I lied. So grab that. And then comes an LSD trip. Enemies are really, really slow. And I believe there's some grenades here. Shotgun shells, never mind. But you can grab 1 grenade from the loop. Continue on. We went through both portals, so we're not going to do that. I really love this track. This is probably my 2nd favorite track. Lost Lane is probably my 3rd favorite track. But yeah, you hit that, those pillars will drop, and then there's 3 Perlin here. I guess the Daddy Perlin and his children, and we just destroyed the whole family. So take him out, get some tech armor, very nice. And we'll switch to my assault rifle, take these guys out. I believe up ahead there's another booby trap where the thing drops from the tree. Not just yet. Of course, like you see right there, I can't really shoot over that. There's a wall, which is just blocking my shot from above, right here. So when you turn and you go straight right here, I believe this is where it's at. Yep. I wasn't too quick, so I got hit, but had some tech armor. And we're getting really close to the quad missile launcher, which is what I'm wanting to get so badly. So right here, I should really switch to the pulse rifle because the grenades are just gonna. How'd that dude not die? But pulse rifle or shotgun makes really quick work of most of these enemies. There's a sergeant, some energy from my pulse rifle, and there's. Why are you doing that, Phil? Why are you using an assault rifle on a magician? You should be using something that hits a lot harder. So the minigun, we're going to switch here. We're going to start picking people off with it. And even though it has like 500 rounds, those 500 rounds do go really, really, really quickly. Start picking people off. We're low on armor, but at least we're getting health. So we can make up for that. Ooh, explosive shells. Very nice find. Again, very deadly, very destructive. And then there's going to be some more tents here with some clips, some ammo, like boots everywhere. You can pick them off with a minigun. And I don't think there's any more magicians right here, so you could actually switch to your assault rifle and pick them off as well. Not pick them up. And We want to get up there, but we're going to get there a little bit later. Get some more explosive shells. Very nice. Got a pretty good healthy supply of them. Some more health, very nice. Go up here. Follow the path up. Maybe some enemies. Like I said, it's a very straight path. You can bet your money that some enemies are going to drop, unlike this one right here. So you can pick these enemies off, or you don't have to, but do not try to make that jump. You're not going to make it. So that's where the quad missile launcher is. And I'm picking off those enemies so I don't have to worry about them later. And okay, finally off. And you can shoot right through here, and you can take out the sergeant. Awesome. So, what are you doing, Phil? Okay. Oh yeah, sorry. I had to pause because there's something had happened. But we're gonna save right here, and you might want to switch to your grenade launcher because there's a purlin around the corner, which I don't think I don't remember. I don't think I remembered it at the time. But I was like, oh hey, grenades. I'm like, oh shoot, there's a purlin right here. So if you switch to grenade launcher, you can bounce them off the wall and get them. When you take them out, it'll lower the gate, so you don't have to worry about how you're going to lower a gate. And before you go over this, through this bridge, you want to not do what I just did right there. You want to use some tech arrows or use an assault rifle and take out some of these poachers, that we don't have to worry about them. And then there's this little ledge here that you're going to jump to. You can make it, don't worry, it's very narrow, but you can make it. And you're going to just go through here. And you're going to kill these leapers, and this is how you get the quad missile launcher, one of the best weapons in the game. Our de facto boss weapon once we run out of even more powerful weapons. So you can go here, there's a box of explosive ammo right here. Before I go back in the cave. But if you want to get to the other side, which is just similar like this, you go out the other way. So, oh my goodness, the quad missile launcher. I love that sound when it opens up. It just perfection. That's when you know you're gonna have a good time, folks. So we're gonna go back the same way we came. Like I said, I'm wasting ammo right there. I should not be wasting my explosive shells. On that side, I don't think there's anything valuable there. I think there's just tech arrows and maybe a full health. But you don't have to. I don't know why I wanted to take that guy out so bad. But just go straight across. I don't think I killed all the mooks, but I killed enough to where I don't have to worry about it. So right here, I think the audio is going to start to desync right here, I believe. But should be okay. I mean, just a little bit. So, there's really nothing here. There is a key we need to get, but that key we're going to get when we get to the very top. So, use the assault rifle, use the minigun if you have any minigun ammo. I don't think there's anything in this tent. This is a ginormous one. And I'm going to look around a little bit, see if I'm not forgetting nothing. There's some ammo, there's some life force, of course, but there's really nothing here. What we want is up top there, but we don't get that right away. So, get a clip. Run out of pistol ammo. So, right here, when you jump across, I believe there's leapers right here, so you're going to want to use the shotgun. Or use the assault rifle. Some small ones. There might be a big one. Yep, big one, but those go down really easy too, assault rifles. It's really a shame. I really miss the leaper sounds for Turok 1. I think those are like the best leapers in Turok 1. And I remember, just digressing here for a little bit, I remember when we first played this game as kids, me and my friends, we always joked about how we were going to find leapers and keep them as pets. I don't know how well that would have worked out. They probably would have eaten us like whole and all as little kids. But yeah, so you're going to look around and you're going to jump to this pillar, which will be a exit. And don't jump where those guys are. That's a bottomless pit, but you can look and see there's nothing there. So we're gonna follow the cave, go through it. I don't think this is a very mazy cave, but explosive shells make quick work. There's leapers, and we got plenty of them, so why not use them? Go through here, and then tech armor. Oh my god, some of these. really get me. There's a full health down there. Actually, I think that's to get that full health. You do drop down from that cave. So we're gonna finally use the minigun the way it should be used in this level at the very, very end, and that's the last key right up ahead. When you grab that key, some loots are going to drop down. So if you want to like kill these enemies beforehand and have a good old time with the rocket launcher, I highly do recommend it. So make sure you do it. It's a fun time. It's a fun weapon to use. Minigun's also very useful. So I believe once I clear out all of this, I'm going to get that key. Well, I'm going to have to get that key. It's not a matter of do I, it's when. Do all that. I think this is where I finally get the key. Yep. As you see there, some people drop down. Magician drops down. I believe some villagers drop down. They fall really easily to the minigun. And I really should be using the rocket launcher here, just to show it off. But I'm going to wait until level 7. Because that's where a lot of the bigger, scarier enemies are. So, use explosive rounds here, get some more. And really, once you get the key, you can just continue on. There's really no need to dawdle here. So, go through here, check out the moots. We're almost done. We're almost done with this level. So, some explosive shells, very nice. Like I said, stack up on them when you can. They're very, very good damage dealing weapon, especially with the auto shock. I know I'm beating a dead horse, but you know what? Sometimes it just needs to be said to be very to remind y'all. I guess maybe I don't know. Let's find out. So again, pulse rifle, very good. Ammo's very plentiful because these sergeants just are everywhere now. By the time you run out of ammo, you find a nurse sergeant, or you find a pulse rifle, you find an alien weapon, or you find a particle accelerator, and you just recharge your weapon energy. So go this way. And I believe there's an enemy here, so you can shoot them. No, not level 2. Never mind. And that's the end of the level. But again, do not jump in that portal right away. You want to get the chronoceptor piece. It's right behind the portal. So look down. You should see a ledge and grenades. Woo! Okay, so get the chronoceptor piece, which is the letter H, sideways. Sounds like the enemy respawned, but we're not going to waste any more ammo. We're just going to go out, and we are done. We got all the keys and the chronoceptor piece, and we will catch you on level 7, the Lost Land. I'll catch you on the next one, guys. Later. Bye.